Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of the 1st of July through the 16th, 2019. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. Also, those of you that care, I did not make my trip to Chicago. I was at the airport and things just could not get together. So me and my daughter ended up having to come back home and we just had to postpone it for now. So, but thank you guys that did wish me safe travels. But universe knows best. So let's go ahead and get started. We have the Seven of Pentacles as the central issue, part of the matter, along with the Emperor, Nine of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Moon, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Cups. Now, also you guys that have been wanting to reach me for a personal or private reading, I'm changing the way I do the video and email reading. So please make sure that you check in with me before sending payments. I'm actually probably not taking payments right now, just because I'm changing the scheduling. Bill per call, or you want to call me by phone, you can register online first. And then from there, you need to put in a call request. If you don't hear from me within that time frame, like I think you can request it out to 24 hours. But if you don't hear from me within that time frame, your money doesn't go anywhere. It just stays in that account until you're able to speak with me. If you don't see the money in your account, you might have to just check with them to see what's going on. But it's supposed to just stay there in your account. All right, so with the central issue here being the Seven of Pentacles, I feel that you might be, this could be your energy or the person you're dealing with, but I feel like you're being watched. Someone is observing you. Someone is trying to figure out if you guys are compatible, if you are someone who matches their values. I feel like there's been some sort of time out. So if you're already involved with someone, something's going on where there's a little time out. Maybe it's not even them. Maybe this is you. Like I said, it could go either way around. You might be the one that has decided to pull back until you have some things figured out, because I see the need to analyze a situation. Trying to put the pieces together. You need to look at something objectively. You need to look at the reality of a situation. I don't know if you have been in La La Land or whatever, but there's a need to just kind of take a step back and observe. I feel like you may have reached a point where this is like a resting period. So this is why the sevens to me are a divine number, because it represents that period of rest. It says on the seventh day God rested. I know those aren't the exact words, but it's just like, okay, take a time out to look at everything that you've done. It's time to kind of just put things into perspective. Look at what I've done. Look at how far we've come. What should happen next? Should we proceed next? Will this investment pay off? So you might be trying to figure out if a relationship is worth continuing or worth investing time and energy into from the beginning, if it hasn't started. So if this is just, if you're single, either you have your eye on someone or someone is definitely watching you. They've been lurking on your social media, but they haven't said anything because they're really they're being over analytical. They're trying to figure out too much detail. This is why they are having some sort of stress or anxiety about the situation. Oh my God, this incense smells good. I'm sorry, I'm old fashioned. I like the smell of incense. This one is coconut. It just really smells good, just blowing in my face like this. But yeah. So someone may have some sort of anxieties about the future, anxiety about what to do next. Where's this relationship going? Someone shadow. I feel like you're being haunted by either past energies. It's not real. Your fears aren't real, is what I'm getting. Spiritually, you may need to do some sort of cleansing to clear your energy, clear your headspace. Because there is, I'm looking at the reverse side, there's some sort of dark shadow looking at this person. There's a dark shadow there. You may need to confront your shadow side. It's like the best way to resolve this conflict is to just deal with it instead of sitting back trying to figure out and map it and plan it, because some things just can't be figured out is what I'm getting. But yeah, like all this lurking, someone is doing some snooping or lurking. If you are already involved with someone and it's just like you guys haven't been talking, maybe there was a disconnect, a falling out, a breakup, this person has not forgotten about them, or maybe you haven't forgotten about them. I mean, someone hasn't forgotten about you, or you haven't forgotten about them, and there's some sort of lurking going on. It's like silent. Someone is like quietly observing. They're being very cautious not to get caught. So someone is looking at everything that you post if they're on your social media. If you don't have social media, but you have shared friends, this person might be quietly gathering information from your friends. I'm getting like really quiet lurking, really quiet lurking. Again, this could be you. Thankfully, I'm not getting the energy of accidentally liking someone's picture or getting caught lurking. I feel like you're going to be okay with that. Someone is needing to get rid of these anxieties though. I see someone being very emotional. You might start to feel like nothing's happening, or something's the end, or this is the final. I feel like someone is like, so this is how my life turns out, huh? This is it. This is it. But I really feel like this is anxiety. It's all in the mind. You might be undergoing some sort of painful emotional transformation. Something may have ended so that you could start seeing things from a different perspective, or it needed to end so that you could put things into perspective. I get that there's a lot of emotions. You might be crying about something, or maybe someone is even crying about you, but they aren't saying anything. This is very painful. This hasn't been easy, is what I'm getting. You probably feel like someone doesn't care about you. I feel like they do. Now, of course, this is not if this person barely knows you. You guys this is just a love interest or a crush. This is, to me, more so about someone that you had a connection with, whether long term or you just started getting to know someone for a couple of months, and then things just kind of went silent. I don't feel like they have forgotten about you nor them. It's just processing going on. But at the same time, there's over processing. It's too much. Instead of just acting out and saying how you feel, you're bottling it in, and it just kind of overwhelms you or consumes you, this worry, this anxiety. I also feel like just looking and waiting for something to happen makes it worse too. So there's a need for you to really refocus. Now, also, this might be a situation where it's not personal. You think someone's angry at you, or you think you've done something bad or wrong. It's not it. Someone has their own inner demons or their own shadow work that they're working on. Maybe someone is bipolar, literally. Maybe someone just is depressed. Someone is dealing with their own inner work. They're trying to combat it. And I do feel like this is with the Seven of Wands, overcoming that and being victorious over these invisible energies. If some of you have felt like you've been under spiritual attack, maybe you have been, but I feel like you're overcoming that, overcoming these attacks. Yeah, so I see you having defeat. You're defeating this energy. You also may find yourself having to become very defensive about your beliefs or your ideas with other people, or defending the person that you're in love with. Maybe other people don't agree with the person that you've fallen for, depending on the situation. I'm also getting the energy of someone having some sort of power struggles. I get like the Emperor is coming off as a very strong individual who doesn't like to give in to showing their emotions because they don't want to appear weak. So the Emperor is dealing with this and needing to know that it's okay to open up, or it's okay to cry, or it's okay to share their feelings with you. Or if you are the Emperor, if you're the one that feels like you need to have this strong presence, this undefeatable presence, then you need to be the one to open up to show this person that you care and that you're okay to be vulnerable with them. Something else I just saw. Okay, so let's say also this is a situation where you don't want to be with somebody, or you're like, I don't want to be with you. And whether you mean it or not, I feel like this person is going to come at you because they're not ready for things to end. Maybe by breaking up with this person, you changed them forever and they were able to put things in perspective. I feel like they're coming back full force with these two cards together. I feel like they're coming back full force. They're not taking no for an answer. They at some point feel that this relationship is worth fighting for. You are worth fighting for. So something happens where all of a sudden they're motivated to pursue you or to continue the fight for you. And they're going to be opening up and talking about how they feel. Yeah, whatever disbeliefs that you had, I feel like it needs to come to an end. If there's been some sort of silence or war, I feel like it's coming to an end. Someone has been having a hard time letting go of the past. Yeah, Virgo energy, you guys are undergoing some sort of transformations where maybe you had to let somebody go for a while. Maybe you're having to learn how to disconnect from people who trigger your anxieties. Maybe you're having to, you're dealing with this person, or you come to the realization that this person is in your life to help you see the parts of yourself that you can't see. So they're your reflection. They're a reflection of your abandonment and trust issues. And they're making you confront them. So you say, okay, I'm not going to run away from this person. I'm going to stand here and fight, even though it hurts, even though I realize that this person is just a reflection of me. I'm ready to deal with it. I'm ready to deal with my emotions. Like I said, this person, maybe they have a hard time showing emotions. I know I've talked to people before that say that they can't cry anymore, or they have a hard time displaying how they feel. That might be your challenge, for you to learn how to just let it flow, let it cry, let the tears fall out. It's okay to still miss someone. It's okay to recognize that you're still grieving over someone instead of pretending like you don't miss someone anymore. Now, something else I'm getting, you guys may feel some sort of disappointment by something that you see on the internet. Like it may hurt you or break your heart to see that your love interest is with someone else, whether it's an ex, whether it is someone who you just had a crush on and you were hopeful. It might be an announcement of them being in a commitment or them getting married or something of that sort. Now, I also see this though as maybe someone posting they're single, but it might still hurt because say for like if you were hopeful that there was still a connection there, and then you snoop on their social media and you see that they've changed their status to single, and now you're like, oh my God, I guess that's it. That they officially announced that they are single, that they're over me, that they don't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. So some of you, unfortunately, it may be a situation like that. Now, it can go the other way around where you have updated your status to single, or you updated your status to being in a relationship, and somebody sees this from your past and they're heartbroken. They're like, oh my God, this person really moved on without me. This person really found somebody else. You know, so someone might be grieving at the fact that you are the one that has changed your status. And, you know, they might be hurt by that. I feel like there's an ex lurking for the most part, though. There's an ex lurking around you. They want to tell you that they're sorry. They want to tell you that they made a mistake. Now, that's what I also just saw. I'm glad I flipped those over. What I'm seeing, too, is that someone is trying to communicate with you indirectly. So they're posting things, especially if you guys still follow each other on social media. Someone is posting things that display their regret, that they, you know, feel like maybe you're the one that got away, or that they may have made a mistake or made the wrong choice or made the wrong decision. So for some of you, I feel like someone is trying to indirectly communicate that they're sorry. And maybe you're waiting for them to actually say it. It's like you need to like say or prove that you're sorry. You might also learn something disappointing. Like I'm seeing you guys kind of lose hope in something. Like it's all your anxieties though. If you ever feel like you don't believe in love anymore, or you don't believe in marriage, or you've lost all faith in society, like I feel like it's just a phase, you know. So the next couple of weeks for Virgo might be a little rough. Please just keep in mind that it is just based off the current energies, and based off the collective, there's something going on with Virgo energy where there's some sort of disappointment or loss, but it's just a brief moment. This is only energy for the next couple of weeks, and it doesn't mean that it has to extend like the entire 2 weeks, but it just might be a moment where you experience this. The energies that you could be dealing with are Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone is eventually going to come and say that they're sorry is what I'm getting. Someone's going to eventually gather up enough strength, gather up enough will to apologize or to express their regret towards you. Even if it's you, if you're the one that feels like you need to be the one to move forward and fight for this person that you still care about. But, you know, you guys have to go through some sort of rough patch is what I'm getting. If you're completely single, I feel like an ex is lurking. An ex is lurking around trying to find out information about you because they feel like you're the one that got away. All right, so I hope that resonates. Hope it makes sense. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.